It's the Groupcast podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics with Casey, Wes, and special guests like Fred and Danny, Kyle, Riley, Lennon's there too. This is their theme song, it's pretty cool. Just don't ask Wes to sing the rest cause he'll forget the words, so sit right down and gather round, but not too close because they were so ugly that everyone died. Podcast.
They just go slurping dirt.
The fuck did I just listen to?
Jim Neighbors is trying to go around the bamboo the thin way. It's like there's this space, the bamboo, and he's over here. It's like... Anyway.
As always, I'm Big Wes.
Hey! It's a podcast.
Hello, Casey.
Hey! It's a podcast.
Yeah. And Kyle.
I'm here.
Fred.
Back from the dead.
That rhymed. Good for you. Initiative. And Stacy.
Hi girl. Hi girl.
Hashtag Boob Newt.
Hi girl.
And special guest, Jim Neighbors, our new fish, who didn't die along with the other 3 fish we got at the carnival last night. I'm really afraid you're going to throw up on me. That was
the sound of Jim Neighbors.
That was terrific.
So let's jump right into that, shall we?
Yes, please.
We went to the Pleasant Hill Carnival yesterday.
It's apparently South Hanover, but I swear to God we crossed into Maryland.
That's what it felt like, yeah.
We drove for hours.
And by hours, we mean minutes.
It felt like we sat in the parking lot waiting for a space for an hour.
We traveled for whole 15-minute sections. Yeah. Well, we were going to go to the one in York Springs.
We did go to the one in York Springs, but that turned out to be not very good.
It sucked.
Yeah.
And so we went there to the Pleasant Hill one, and pretty much the first thing we do after walking around a little bit is Wes says, "There's a fish thing. I want to get a fish."
Well, I had suggested that we find Riley, who at the time, I believe, was on the Ferris wheel with Miranda getting his dick sucked.
Yeah, he probably is. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask Riley's opinion of whether or not we should get another fish, which, when he finally came about, he said, "Fuck yeah, win me a big one." And to win the big one, they had one of them, like, hermit crab carriers in the middle of the table that had a couple big koi-looking fish in it.
Hold on, we need to pause for a second.
What?
What is it, Fred?
Riley getting his dick sucked. Win me a big one.
This was after he got his dick sucked. So
Did he win the big one?
yes. Obviously, because fuck you. Get out. But
That was short.
there's this hermit crab carrier that has a couple big fish in it, and on top is one of them, like, little teeny tiny, like, thumb-sized fish bowls.
Yeah.
And you gotta sink a ping pong ball in the fish bowl to get the big fish. You could either get a big fish, a hermit crab, or like a stuffed animal thing that they had.
Yeah, but why would you want to go for stuffed animal?
Or a hermit crab.
Live things are much better.
Because white bitches can only handle stuffed things. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway.
Stuff in their vaginas.
With stuffed things.
Yeah. I'm very disappointed. Before I get into this, we made a 2 Guys Go on adventure about it. It's available now, so go watch it.
Yeah.
Pause this, open a new tab in your browser, go find the new 2 Guys to Go on adventure, and kind of just clue yourself in. Because it'll just make everything a whole lot easier. But, anyway.
First of all, right as we started tossing those ping pong balls,
Yeah.
you were like, "Who's gonna care for this thing?" And
No, before that, you said that you would foster it because Riley and I are terrible parents.
it's because you are terrible parents.
So are you! You killed fucking 3 of them at once! I killed 3 of them in 2 days!
Yeah, but I have the big one. You
Yeah.
got the big one.
You just made them suffer more.
That counts like, yeah, exactly. Mine died almost instantly.
Well, the Archimedes died in 12 hours, the other 2 lasted a day at least. least.
I still say I'm a better parent than you are.
Whatever. It's because he's not a carny fish. He's specialty.
He is a carny fish, though. He came from a carnival.
You're...
Vol.
Shut up. But I'm disappointed that you didn't get my winning Jim Neighbors shot.
Yeah,
On
I
video.
know. I didn't.
And when I almost punched the 10 over.
Though we did figure out. I don't know if you saw it.
Yes.
I think it was you that threw it.
I don't know. It bounced off the hermit crab thing and into the other
That was
fish.
impressive.
Yeah. But for the longest time, no, actually you, Stacy, pointed it out that someone got it, and we just kind of, unfortunately, ignored you. I'm sorry. And then I happened to notice, I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? And then there's like a couple girls standing there, they're like giving me the eye, like we fucking sunk down. I'm like, whatever, I'll just let it go. If they want to claim it, they'll claim it. But then the fish guy came around, he's like, hey, you got one, here's your fish. I'm like, cool.
Yeah. Then when you finally sunk the one that was on top of the hermit crab tank,
Yeah.
he was like, you got a big ticket.
Yeah. I'm like, I got the big one! And everyone just looks at me, he's like, you got the big one? I'm like, I got the big one! I almost punched the 10 over.
I think
So,
you did.
I
I
might
had
have.
to rebuild. So we went around walking with 3 fish and a fish ticket.
Yeah.
Because it said fish ticket on it.
Big fish ticket.
Big fish ticket. We were walking around with these 3 fish who probably got tortured beyond belief because
Yes.
we were walking around. Stacy dropped one by accident,
Hey!
and then we all walked, and then we all sat in front, like dead center, in front of a country band, and so they were just like getting vibrated.
I think, alright, in preparation for Littlestown, because I think Littlestown is the only next one that I know of that has a fish thing. Because I don't think Big Louisville has one, I don't think Heidelberg has one.
Big Louisville has a traffic light. That's about it.
York Springs doesn't even have a traffic light. They have a street.
I think in preparation for that, when we get a fish at Littlestown, because we're totally getting a fish at Littlestown, it's going to happen. We got a fish last year, we just got a fish, we're going to get a fish again. It's inevitable.
Okay.
Almost unfortunately.
Am I going to take care of that one also?
Well, if Jim Neighbors is living here, then why not? Apparently Jim Neighbors needs a companion anyway.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's fine to get.
So we'll just give him another one, or another 6. But anyway,
I'm gonna put my foot on my head.
in preparation for Littlestown, I think what's wrong is we're subjecting our fish to torture.
Yes, we
'Cause
are.
Archimedes went on the bumper cars in the Merry Mixer last year, and
Why
these
did
ones...
why did you do that?
Because the fucking ride operators didn't want to hold my fish for me. They said it'll be alright.
That's why you're supposed to have someone else stand by.
Well, there was no one else to stand by. So what we're going to do is you have the option to get a small fish ticket and come claim your fish later.
That would probably be the smart option.
That's what we're going to do at Littlestown.
Because that's
See-
probably why he survived, because we got him last.
Yeah. So we're going to wait until we get our fish before we leave instead of right away.
So let me now tell my side of the story after we got back to my house.
Go ahead.
So we had all 4 fish, and we were like, we need to get them out of here now. So we go up to the bathroom, shove them in the bathtub. Jim Neighbors struggled a lot. He was like, I cut open the bag. He was like, oh. I'm pretty sure he had a stroke.
Yeah.
They're in the bathtub, swimming around, and I was like, all right, this is cool. You guys survived the night. I'm gonna have to slap a hoe. So we go to bed. Everything's fine. The lights are off. The door is closed there, and
So the cats couldn't
so the
get
cats won't get in. So I have too many cats in my house. Next morning, it's like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, let's see. Did you guys survive? I see 3 belly up fish. I'm like, God damn it! Wes is gonna be pissed.
Not really, because I anticipated that happening.
Yeah, I did too. But Jim Neighbors is still swimming on the complete opposite side of the bathtub pond. He's like,
He-
they're just hanging
There's
out.
dead things in here.
Yeah.
Casey texted me and told me what
Swinging
happened.
upside down.
And what did I say? I'm like, did you tell him that they were dead?
Yeah.
And he texted me back. Did I tell Riley? I'm like, no. Did you tell Jim Neighbors that they were dead?
Yeah, and I said,
Wink.
I said they're dead, Jim. Tossed them down the toilet.
Plus, he's been swimming in there with 3 dead bodies just floating around. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he knows they're dead anyway.
So Stacy,
That was my
said,
only comfort in my time of sorrow. Was they're dead, Jim.
they're dead, Jim.
And it actually made sense for the first time.
Yeah. So Stacy said, well, we have fish tanks at my house. Let's go get one. So we go over there, and we go to her dad, and he's like, put him in the bathtub, huh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's the worst thing you could have done.
Because of all the chemicals from like shampoo, soap,
Yeah.
it's just...
Yeah. Basically, every time we told him something that we did to keep the fish alive, he's like, that's the worst thing you could have done. So he's like, well, we have a giant tank that we keep in the shed, and we have this fish bowl. We were like, we can take the fish bowl because there's no way that he's too big for it. He's way too big for it.
Yeah.
So then, an hour before you guys got here, we were like, okay, we have to get this tank.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did, and we have a 30-year-old filter also, right?
That's 30.
30,
No.
3,
Yeah, 3.
Se-
No.
22.
No, probably 7.
That'll work.
Cause we brought it up from Virginia.
Right.
We've been here for 4
Regardless,
years,
we have a relatively old filter and lights and tank and
Get yourself lots
Stuff.
of shit. Get one of the Pecoscomuses from Walmart. These motherfuckers are awesome.
what is it?
It's Pecoscomus. It's a little bottom feeder. They
Oh.
eat the algae in the tank, and since those are such dirty bastards,
Oh, them sucker things?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're on the wall.
I
No,
thought you
don't
said
go to Walmart. Do not go to Walmart for their fish. Their fish have all the diseases.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had Walmart fish like years. I had a
guess it's just
Walmart.
luck of the
I had a
draw,
Walmart
really.
fish outlive my tank.
Wow.
I thought
It grew so big it busted out the tank and just crawled in my bed. It's like, fuck it, I'll live here now.
I didn't think you said whatever you said. I thought you said like Picasso miss.
Pecoscomus. It's spelled really funky. You look at it, it looks like it says Stephen Hawking, but it's spelled Pecoscomus.
That's how he spelled his name, Picasso miss.
What? What? It's like that. It's like the Dick Dick. It's spelled Dick Dick, but it's pronounced xylophone. It's not true. That's not true at all. It's pronounced Dick Dick. Because you know what? The internet's a Dick Dick. I'm sorry, the internet's a xylophone.
It's like that one episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they're talking about Dynasty, but her name is spelled Shit Nasty.
Yeah. Or this is going way back. Where you going? Sit the fuck down. Good.
Did you lie?
No, you sat the fuck down.
Oh, good boy. You get a 3.
This goes way back.
This goes way back to fuck, I can't remember what the show is now. Flavor of Love with Flavor Flav.
Okay.
Flavor of Love.
Flavor Love.
Flavor of Love. With Flavor Flav was a reality show that a bunch of chicks lived in. It was like The Real World, except it was a bunch of chicks
Which is ironic because it totally was not the real
Yeah.
world.
that were competing to be Flavor Flav's main bitch.
Mm.
It was Flavor Flav's personal dating show.
Yeah.
It was his house full of women,
Yeah.
all for him.
It was like Tila Tequila, and it's like the ghetto Bachelor.
Okay. Everybody has to wear clocks.
Yes.
The Black Hugh Hefner files.
Yes. That's how
With clocks.
it's Viking helmets.
Yeah.
The Hodan.
Boy,
And goblets filled with various liquors.
it's just a chalice.
With crunk.
It's a pimp chalice.
Okay.
Filled with crunk.
Yeah. Wait, no, hold on. I'm sorry. We're getting too far into the Little John and way outside of Flavor Flav.
What?
Flavor John.
Little Flav. That's how he and Brigitte Nielsen got together. because she won the show.
What
Anyway.
do you do in that show?
Same thing you do in any other reality show like that.
You just
Dry hump
Fuck
Flavor
bitches, get
Flav
money.
on TV.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah.
It was
Anyway,
pretend
we're
to eat food and dry hump Flavor Flav.
Straying from my main point, there was a chick on like the first or second season of Flavor of Love. There was multiple seasons. Named Shafid.
I bet it was spelled like shithead.
Thank you. When her name came up on the thing, shithead. Shafid.
Someone must really hate their child.
Either that, or she hates herself enough to rename herself Shafid.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Usually names like that are creative, but not that.
Yeah.
So, a couple days ago, Fred posted on a group chat about, that was Fred, how mushrooms are creepy.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to explain that, because I have a topic.
I don't know why, but the bigger they are, the fucking creepier they are.
Why?
They're just...
You just said you
It's
don't
like
know
a stem with a thing, and
Like
it
a
grows
big
on
dick.
shit.
That's called a mushroom.
It grows on shit. It's weird. I don't like it.
That's how I feel about the far side of the moon. For whatever reason, no, I don't know why.
It's big and unseen and dark and
Yeah,
moon.
the opposite side of the moon.
Oh.
Have you ever seen what a picture of it looks like?
Dark?
No.
What?
You can see what it looks like.
Oh.
You know how the front
The
side of
big-ass
the moon
party?
is just like full of solidified lava lakes?
It's hollow. It's not even real.
It's hollow.
It's fake.
It's hollow.
Shut up!
How bet?
There's a girl in my college whose name is Holla.
Thanks.
I did not. I made a sandwich for her, and I really did not want to yell out her name because all the black guys would be like, "What?"
I don't know if it's just an extent of like the movie Jumanji ruining my childhood and just things growing and being creepy.
Yeah, that will ruin your childhood.
Yeah, plants, don't deal with it.
Yeah.
I wanted my room to be like that, honestly. Just have so many plants everywhere.
It's fucking creepy.
So many plants.
Could you imagine like a sitcom with the poacher in it? Just walking around like, I'm sorry, I shot your dog.
Reginald, I disagree.
But no, it's like if you ever look up what the dark side of the moon looks like.
I'm doing that.
Okay.
The Transformers are over there, duh.
Yeah.
Does it look like that?
No, it's not a prism.
It's not Pink Floyd.
Like the front of the moon, the one that we see all the time,
Yeah.
has got like lava lakes all over it that are just frozen or solid rock. Lakes of lava. But the other side is like covered in craters, and for whatever reason, it looks really creepy to me.
Okay.
Like Majora's Mask creepy, or just your
Yeah.
Uncle Phil creepy?
Not quite either
Why?
way.
Why would you go to Uncle Phil? Come on, man.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Not that Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Your
That-
Uncle Phil. Everybody's Uncle
I
Phil.
have
Sort
a
of.
neighbor at my dad's that like runs the upstairs
Far
That's
side
close
of the
enough.
moon.
that will fit the
I
description of a
looked for dark
creepy
side.
Uncle Phil.
That's good enough. Fred's creepy Uncle Phil.
There you go. I don't think I had a creepy uncle. I did have a great uncle who was always just like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" Just sit in his chair drinking beer all day. "Hey, what are you doing over there?"
We all know about my uncles.
Yeah. you have pastor uncle and trucker uncle.
Yeah.
Trunkle, if you will.
I have a punko and a trunkle.
Uncle. There's our title. Does anybody else have like really like things that are creepy that aren't actually creepy?
Bats, specifically fruit bats.
That's
They're adorable.
Them fucking big ass ones.
Adorable.
No, because they're like the size of a dog, and their wingspan is as tall as I am.
Flying foxes?
Yeah.
Back in middle school again, gotta raise my hand.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You know, when you were a kid, you get them little rubber fucking things and you throw them in a cup of water and they grow.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
These things are ungodly creepy.
You just have a problem with anything that grows.
You know what else is creepy?
You probably wake up in the morning with a boner and like, oh shit, I got one!
But you know what really is creepy is the Happy Meal boxes at McDonald's. Because they're always just like...
Or
Ronald
do you mean
McDonald's
do you mean the new animation for the box?
It's so terrifying.
Yeah. Like the new animation for the box, it's like fucking teeth and shit. It's like it doesn't need fucking teeth.
Why?
Especially 2 rows of teeth.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah.
Here's another thing. Cassie, as in Kyle Green Cheese's Cassie, tells me that anything exactly the same but repeated is creepy. For example, she showed me there's a Muse cover, album cover, that's got a bunch of it's like a desert scene.
Like Huey Lewis in the News?
Muse.
Oh, I thought you said the news. I'm like,
Muse. It's like the album cover is just a desert scene, but it's got a bunch of goalposts, and the goalposts all look exactly the same, just in varying like degrees of distance away. And he's like, "That's the creepiest thing ever."
I forget what that's called.
Just like, just if you have the same thing, but it looks exactly the same, just repeat it.
Is that a perspective thing where like it's the same thing and the various distances?
I don't think it's that. It's just that they look.
Speaking of, well, I'm not finished on that.
I was gonna say it's just the fact that they look exactly the same.
Yeah. So twins are terrifying.
Maybe that's
Quadruplets are even more terrifying.
Yeah, probably more that than anything else. They just have to be exactly the same.
I have to say the scariest thing on the face of the planet is a defenseless fat man getting out of the shower to be greeted by a giant hornet that is about that big.
Oh.
You are the ultimate guard down, naked. You jump out and you don't even have time.
Help! I can't get up off my face.
I can't get off my face. So I gotta say, I told you yesterday, but I want to bring it up again.
I already forget.
For those of you who were not
dude.
here before, i.e. Fred Kyle, we've recently created a new character just for fun. It's this ungodly fat guy who really likes Perkins.
His name is Dennis Horatio, but his friends ironically call him Denny.
So he's just all walking around like at the office job he has.
And he rolls.
I really like Perkins. Can somebody call a Perkins run? I know they don't deliver, but I really want Perkins. And it just gets funnier and funnier for whatever
I like
reason.
a grilled blueberry muffin.
Perkins, my old friend. With the sound of Perkins.
On the way back from the Comedy Zone last week, we were intensely talking about it because Casey finally drew him, and we were talking about it, and every song that we could think of that we could replace something with Perkins or something from Perkins in it, we did. And on my way back from Casey's house after we came back, so I could go home, I thought, you know what would be almost the perfect song? It would be Somebody to Love. But instead of Somebody to Love, you would change it to
Some Perkins to Love.
Can anybody take me to Perkins? Fucking how it was something along those lines.
Everybody take me.
There you go.
To Perkins.
Yeah. And you wouldn't really have to change the first verse at all.
Yeah.
Just I could imagine each morning I get up, I die a little. I can barely stand on my feet.
As he rolls around.
Take a look in the mirror and cry, Perkins, what are you doing to me?
You're only 5 miles away,
I
but I just can't fit in my car.
I spell my ears and believe in you. I just can't get nor leave. Heart. Somebody. Can somebody please take me to Perkins?
So,
Creepy part is I was just at Perkins yesterday.
I like Perkins.
I think the only thing I generally enjoy about Perkins is their grilled blueberry muffins, because that's fucking amazing.
Because they're fucking good.
Yeah.
But no, it was funny. I was coming back from lunch with my aunt because we work in the same place, and we passed a Perkins, and I was like, "Oh, Perkins," and I just started laughing hysterically. She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to explain this." So I explained that whole thing, and she was like, "Oh my god, that reminds me of the time I went up to Boston." We passed through one of those like really stereotypical mountain towns with mountain people. They got the huge beards and they talk like this. And she's like,
So it's Wayne.
yeah. She's like, I swear every building was Perkins, and I was like, oh, it sounds great. Oh, it was
The
great.
West Coast has Starbucks everywhere. The East Coast has Perkins. I want a pie cake.
And Stuckey's.
The fuck is a Stuckey's?
It's a convenience store chain.
Oh, where?
The South.
Oh.
It's like Rutter's is around here,
Oh,
except
okay.
Stuckey's is creepy as shit.
Well, Rutter's is really only a Central Pennsylvania thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Sheets is an East Coast. Fucking Nito Burrito is just a Central Pennsylvania thing.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
It
that.
started in Paxton Street.
Huh.
It's actually cat corner from the mall. It's the only it is the only Nito Burrito that has its own building. Every other Nito Burrito is in a strip mall.
Could you imagine what their office complex would look like if they had one?
The
Like
big ass
a
burrito.
headquarters.
That's a big ass burrito.
I just imagine like a bunch,
Sombrero.
I just imagine like those
Some burrito.
you know like those pipes you see at banks where you go to like get the drive-through
Yeah.
and put in the canister and they go shook. It's just a bunch of burritos flying through pipes, just like it's stuffed in a canister and it just goes whoop.
They don't have vending machines. They have mail office delivery.
I
You have to
would love that.
do the Rutter's touchscreen menu thing. You put in $1. But on Tuesdays they malfunction and it goes so fast
That's
it
what they
explodes inside.
That's what they could do for their drive-thru. Turn it into like a bank.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Can I get a beef burrito with chili and some hot sauce?
All right. Just a little bit second here. Hold on.
Shook. Shook. Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You didn't even pay for that.
That was the first shunk.
The fuck was you're animating that shit? That was perfect.
That was perfect.
And then you gotta do like the, Pokemon victory jump.
Yeah. I got my burrito.
I got a Nito burrito. Pow!
You got the
It's like, hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing neato.
It's like, God damn it! I hate it when they do that.
Oh, God.
I'm doing neato. You want a burrito?
How are
I
you
don't know
doing
why
today?
it's the CB radio we're talking about. Yeah.
How's your day going? It's going pretty good. How's your day going? Mighty fine.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm glad they don't have those around.
How's your day? Pretty good. How's yours? Jersey Bikes.
How's your day going?
Neato burrito.
That,
I think we need to. I think we need to invent them a headquarters building.
we need to promote that as a response to how was your day or how are you doing? Nito
Nito
burrito.
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
It sounds like something a nerdy guy with glasses would say.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
So Stacy,
Bo, ho, bo,
You.
ho, ho.
you look like Batman.
I'm Batman.
Mothman.
Mothman.
No,
Bo,
no,
Batman.
We saw like 3 Mothmen yesterday.
He'll be the Mothman.
Because my parents are dead.
D.E.D. Perkins.
You think with a vacuum cleaner in my shirt would have less on.
We have
You ever had an old vacuum like that? Then you undo the zipper on the back and everything just falls out on you.
It's like a bunch
Shit,
of
now I gotta do it
dust.
again.
It's great. Zook.
reminds me. You know how Dyson is always like, yeah, we're the best vacuum ever. Like,
It's because
we can suck onto a house and we can drag it fucking 19 miles before the vacuum explodes. You know what? They really fucking suck. They're terrible ass
Isn't that
vacuums.
what they're... That's
No,
what
they're okay. I'm sorry. They're the opposite of suck.
They blow.
They blow.
Remember high school, the picture? Yeah, nigga, it's a dice. The white kid with the gun.
What's sad is we have a Dyson.
I do too.
We're all hypocrites. Stacy has a Dyson in her house.
Yeah, but it's the ball thing, and it's wonderful because it's easy to move.
Isn't
I love it.
Dyson, like, monopolized the vacuum industry?
No, there's other
No,
ones.
there's still dirt down there.
Bissell.
An orc.
And Orc. Oh, God.
Is that guy still around? Is he still alive?
You know, it wouldn't surprise me.
He's like 137 years old. He's like, come buy my vacuum cleaner. Look how it sucks up 15 bowling balls.
I can't help...
How the fuck does that work?
In Hanover, right next to Planet Rio, there's the antique vacuum shop.
There's a... Every time I imagine those Oric commercials, I imagine that guy and the color beige. Like that,
Color beige.
those commercials are the epitome of beige. It's my next album after Concept of Brown. But yeah, it's just like, the Oric, multi-purpose vacuum cleaner is the best vacuum cleaner you'll see around. Let's take a look at stats. You see, there you go. That's the Oric vacuum cleaner in action.
Do you remember the orc vacuum cleaner? Pepperidge Farm remembers, and Venti Steckler.
Isn't that what he sounds like? The Oric guy? Who is he?
I don't know.
Is he a famous person or is he just
I
a
don't know. I don't know.
Smoke dude.
Let's find out. Let's find out. I feel like I need to sneeze, but it's not happening, and I want it to.
Think about pineapples.
He is eating the roots.
Quick question.
Yo,
Tim is short for Timothy.
there it is.
Bless you. Is Jim short for Jimothy?
No, Jim is short for James.
What the fuck? How does that work?
That's better than
Same as Bill is short for William.
And
How does
John
that
is short
work?
for Jack.
Dick is short for Rich. I
No,
feel like that's the worst.
Yeah.
Bob is short for Robert.
Yeah. No, it's Jack is short for John. That makes no sense.
And Dick is short for Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already covered that. Thanks. Thanks for running the party, Kyle.
Dick Richard.
I know a
Dick
guy
Richards.
named Richard in pre-K.
Yeah. Was he a dick?
Actually, yes, he was.
You really do need to tell that story about choking out the midget.
I thought I did tell him. I did tell the story.
You told it to me, but you didn't
No.
tell it on the podcast.
I told it on the podcast.
Sorry,
I
bud.
did.
No, you went into more detail for me, but we haven't heard the whole thing.
Holy fuck!
What?
His name is Dave Oric. David Oric.
Oh.
He is the founder and marketer of the Oric Corporation.
Oric just sounds old.
Yeah. You want to know how old? Fucking 90 years old. That's how fucking old.
He's still alive?
He's still alive.
God damn it!
This guy's got 10 more fucking years till he's 100, and
He's
so
probably
is his
hooked
vacuum.
up to a vacuum cleaner to like keep him
Yeah.
alive.
That's his life support system.
He's got the only Oric vacuum that has a reverse switch. He's got it shoved up his ass, and he's just inflated.
And he receives
He's just inflated skin. He's not even a person anymore. He's just inflated skin.
he receives all his burritos from the pipes from
Yes.
the burrito.
Yeah,
Jesse,
and it goes right into his vacuum and right up his ass.
Beto Narito.
it's like Jesse Pinkman when he feels.
Oh man, now my head's all congested from fucking sneezing.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's still got your brain there.
Nose sex, fucking sneezing.
Nose sex.
Yeah. Who wants to shove the dick up their nose?
I'd rather not.
Oh man. I had something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was.
Isn't that
I got a
always
story.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, it's another work story.
Alright.
Because I can have those again. Because I have a job.
Yeah, I've stopped doing those because of that sole reason.
Back in olden times, if you wanted to impress somebody, you would possibly, like, show them your herd of sheep.
Super Wizard God?
Whip out
No.
the
No, this is a different girl.
Whip out your Zippo.
You know, like different stuff.
Ooh,
Then there was like
Show
chivalry
them your
battles,
vacuum.
jousting, all sorts of stuff. Like you would fight or club a woman and just drag her into your cave. Here in the 21st century, I have successfully made friends with a woman with my Minecraft skills.
Oh.
My real life Minecraft skills.
Oh.
point.
It's like Minecraft, only boxes are different size and you only get brown. It's like that bad of Minecraft.
So what did you do?
I'm
So-
just gonna break this table.
Boxes come from fulfillment to shipping.
From
Yes.
Boxland.
Shipping, they go upstairs to the scanners. Scanners scan the boxes. They go to the second floor to be sorted. Sorted
I
goes
scan
down to the
things.
first floor, goes to the linemen. Linemen put them on skids and they go.
The
in
lineman
trucks.
tackle him.
Exactly. The second floor. If that happens, the shipping lines get backed up and they're away,
The thing broke.
so they can't go away.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So when that happens, your line's back up and you have to wait for stuff. It was so bad that the
How
people,
bad was it?
so bad. I was sent upstairs to scan again, and I hadn't done it for a month. So they're like, "We need you upstairs." So I went upstairs, and they're like,
Good nigger.
"But you can't push the boxes off like you normally do. You have to tape them and throw them on the ground, so you can do more." So we did that,
That's
and
not bad,
I was helping one of the new girls learn how to scan while I was up there because bad teachers. Not the movie. And I said, "Fuck it, I'm building a throne."
Okay.
So as I was getting boxes, I was making a throne out of boxes. When we finally finished all of the work for a day, I sat in my throne. My supervisors came up and were like, "That guy's smart," and walked away. Not the fact I was sitting on Clark's property, it was like, that guy made a chair and it's badass. And I successfully made new friends from building a throne. And then I kind of cried a little when I had to take it apart and send it down the line because we fixed the second floor.
There's the iron throne, and then there's the cardboard throne.
Yeah. So we no longer need to do battle for a woman's attention. We just have to show them our real life Minecraft skills.
Right.
And it was a pretty eye opening revelation for me.
Stacey, you want to help me build a couch?
No.
Now I just build forts and trucks and hide from my boss when I have no work.
You drive your cardboard truck into your cardboard fort.
I run the UPS station, so I get boxes all day long, and I have to throw them into a trailer when I don't have a loader. So I'll like make a catacomb in the back of it and then just like hide it. And
So you bury people in your catacomb?
me, I bury myself.
Okay.
It's my own personal tomb.
Alright.
The only thing I can think of is jacking off. Everything you're saying is a euphemism for jacking off. It's my own it's my catacombs. I'm burying myself. Fucking
Yeah.
tomb. Did I tell the story last week about my adventures in West Shore Windows and Doors?
Yes.
That I walked in.
Where the guy was like, "We need you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He grabbed me and pulled me aside. Well, fucking, they called me on Wednesday about an interview. They're like, if you have time, we want you in for an interview. So give us a call back, schedule, set up something. So I called him when I left work on Wednesday because I was an hour short for the day. So I called him as I was leaving the shop, and I told him who I was, and the guy's like, "Did you just get off?" I'm like, "Yeah." You had a short
On vacuums.
Yeah. Did you have a short day again? I'm like, "Yeah." Do you want to come in right now for an interview? I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll be there in like 5 minutes." So I show up, I walk in, and I told you about when I walked in, and when everyone left me to my own devices, I was looking at all their storefront and everything, and all the
Yeah.
vinyl was done wrong.
And you were just like cringing.
Yeah. I walked in, first thing I looked at was everything. Lo and behold, everything is fucking fixed and right. I exploded on the inside.
My boy.
It was fucking fantastic. But I I sat down, had a 45-minute interview in work clothes, in the bottom of my jeans covered in caulking. And it's between me and an inexperienced guy, and they're not sure which direction they want to take, whether they want to train someone or they want to take someone with prior experience. But again, I reiterated that I may or may not be getting laid off.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that if they do decide to hire me, obviously will let me know. If I haven't been laid off yet, they'll give me another week until they're going to give the job to the other guy, which I think is pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
Wesley, you need to find a guy with the last name Behold and start a handyman business.
Lo and behold, glass.
Lo and behold, we fixed it.
Lo and behold, handyman. Sure.
Yeah, that would be work. That would be work. That's what I just said. I'm currently tussling with the government because I'm trying to.
Is it like fisticuffs or backyard grappling?
Fucking Obama's jumping in through his window every night.
It's more like Tom Corbett just being like, whatever. So, I'm trying to currently take classes to learn how to teach people, which, if you think about it, means I'm trying to take classes
to go back to class.
To learn how to class.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. It is. It's the most difficult thing
Classic.
I have yet to deal with.
Glassy.
Perkins.
That's totally Perkins.
That was him as a teenager.
Okay.
That's totally Perkins.
Oh god. It's so bad.
He was eating muffins from the womb.
What's wrong with him?
I'm currently...
Came out as a big shit. It's kind of just flopped on the floor.
Blueberries and all.
Oh god.
Ugh.
It's Cordy-Cordy-Low Day! Cordy's no place for my
I
dear.
remember something really bad.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Does anybody else have a boner?
I do.
Oh god, it's growing. Are you gonna be okay?
It kind of looks like a mushroom. You scared of your dick?
It's like...
When he wants to
going on
masturbate,
down
he has
the-
to put a
Jesus!
blindfold on so he can't see himself.
Yeah. He goes to take a shower and he's like, alright, ah! Ah! He's like trying to run away from it, he can't.
Fred, let me ask you a serious question. Are wet dreams nightmares for you?
I thought you were going to say, did you come?
You dead.
He's got a medical condition that he has to watch lesbian porn because the sight of a dick makes him freak out because it looks like a mushroom. He's got a doctor's excuse and everything.
Don't ever full screen porn. It's be like, oh, it's right in the face!
Don't ever full screen porn on a 50-inch 3D flat screen.
Let me emphasize when I say the bigger the mushroom, I mean the bigger the fucking tent top.
Oh,
So,
so you don't watch black guy porn then?
Vile plumes are terrifying.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because big cocks, bigger head,
Big ducks.
black guy.
Mushrooms are white.
Could be black. They could be other colors than white.
That's racist. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You're being racist.
It's a rainbow of fungus.
By stereotyping fucking mushrooms as only being white. It's only a white man's fungus. Jesus Christ, Fred.
Portobello.
Now you know why we haven't had you on the show in a while, because fucking racist as shit. It's like having a lower pitched Charlie here.
So anyway, I'm grappling with the government.
Fuck the government. See? He's already here. Thanks, man. I got fucking
Don't worry,
skin
I
peeling.
love people. All people.
In order for me to actually take these classes, I have to send in 3 forms and get a TB test. The one form is basically one where I send them a piece of paper that says, I don't hit children. I also don't have sex with them either. So, should I
I
take this
don't
class now?
touch children's.
I don't touch childs. I don't touch chillins.
Hasn't Tuberculosis hasn't tuberculosis been nearly wiped out in America?
Yes.
Then why do they still ask for?
Just in case you've been overseas or whatever.
Yeah. Which I haven't.
Yeah.
I've practically even been over Mason-Dixon. Which sounds a little weird.
Who's Mason Dixon? Does Stacy know about them?
What?
Apparently not.
Nah, I guess
Good on you. Go for it.
I'm having
There's
sex
not
with
so much good on you as good in you.
Good under you.
Good in them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Prepositions and stuff. Basically, what I have to do is send in this form, and I have to bug the crap out of them.
Yeah.
The problem is,
Hey,
yeah,
hey, Obama.
yeah.
Hey, Obama. I don't have kids. Hey, Obama. Let me take this class. Hey, Obama. I don't have tuberculosis because you wiped it out. Thanks, Obama. Hey, you're black. Hey, my friend's a friend of your dick because it looks like a big mushroom. I'm sorry.
So if you see a trombone and it's like,
Do you not grow plants?
No, I don't. I fucking hate plants.
Why? They're
Because they
beneficial.
grow.
don't ever go outside. You're just like in
Dude,
a
if it
forest,
was
like
up to me and I had
what-
my own place,
Bonsai tree.
what?
just
Make a bonsai tree.
Let me put it to you this way: if I had my own property, the grass would be pavement.
I would encase
He'd
myself.
live in New
concrete.
York. Or what about what's that state that's full of sand?
Let me.
What about sand?
Hang on. Let me block this.
You want to be a
up
sand
notch.
nigger?
Arizona.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Hello?
Anyway, let me back this up a little bit.
I
You
thought
know,
you said
grass.
black this up.
I think we're blocking up.
Maybe I did. You never know.
That sounds like the first line in some rap song.
Like grass and trees and stuff don't bother me, but like vines and just yeah, and shit that like grows overnight.
Leopoldo.
Not
What the fuck grows overnight?
Dandelions.
There is nothing creepier than like a freaking vine or plant that you look at it and then a couple days later it's like wrapped around like the mirror on
So
your car.
grapes are
because
scary.
Yes.
Grapes, blackberries, roses.
I'm gonna tie you to a radiator and grape you in the mouth.
Blackberries. I feel like there's other tendencies behind why you're scared of blackberries.
It's Jumanji. That's what did it. That's what did it. There's nothing to do with black people or
Are
any
you
other
also
race.
afraid of a rhino coming through your house, followed by an Englishman with a big?
Not
dick?
as much because that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he had Spanish balloons.
I feel like you'd be really, really terrified of kudzu.
What? Sudzu?
Kudzu.
I don't know what that is.
Kudzu is a vine plant. Is it a weed?
Yeah.
It is slowly taking over the South. It grows and it just grows. You can't kill it. You can't get rid of it.
Unless
Yeah.
you pull
Yeah,
it.
that's fucking-
It'll just grow like over houses and cars and shit that have been there for long enough, and it'll just like.
Well, that's the other
Engulf
thing.
shit.
The other thing too. Everybody like when I was working with my one buddy that did mason work and some other construction. The biggest thing was most crazy cat ladies that like plants and shit go, oh, the vines are so pretty growing up my house. Well, that's why the freaking siding's coming off.
Yeah.
Because it's such a destructive.
Yeah.
My old house, the one that I used to live in, was about 60 years old, and somebody had the bright idea to plant grapes and roses in the same place.
And those are the same people that wonder why they can't have nice things. Because
Yeah.
that's the shit that destroys what you have.
So basically, on the side of the house, beside the garage, there was like a wall of vines, and we had to bushwhack through there every spring, and it would always like come back.
Crikey! I found an endangered species.
It's far from endangered.
So you'll understand why I get a weird satisfaction out of weed whacking.
That's satisfactory no matter what kind of
Is that what
person
you
you
call
are.
jerking
I like
whacking off.
I like sitting on the riding mower. Makes my junk feel tangly. Tangly.
Sad part is I haven't ran a lawnmower all my life until I was 18.
Alright. I've never driven a riding lawnmower, but I've mowed the lawn plenty of times.
I'll just put it the way that my mother really did believe in the forces of child free labor.
I feel like I'm a redneck now.
Yes.
I've been riding the lawnmower since I was a small child.
My stepbrother has too. He would always drive.
Here, you get the
lawnmowers.
push mower. God damn it!
Stacey, did you say you crashed a lawnmower?
Give me a ride mower. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna.
Is there a
I've
story
lived
behind
this
that?
boat
Or
grass
you
since
did
I was 6 years
I
old.
was 7. Forgive me. I didn't know what depth perception was.
I couldn't see.
I don't think you have to know what it is. It just kind of happens
I couldn't tell.
unless you don't have any.
I couldn't tell that a tree was coming right in front of me. I couldn't see that.
Is that why you're always going when someone's coming?
Yeah.
It's because you couldn't see the tree coming, and it just scarred you for life.
Have you ever seen those glasses that
Google Glass?
I forget what they're called. It's some weird name, but it has a bunch of mirrors, kind of like a periscope, but it gives you what your vision would look like if your eyes were separated more than they are, and it makes everything look more real.
What?
Because you know how with
Everything's an illusion.
with stereoscopy,
'Cause
like,
your eyes
we
are
have
too close.
with
My whole
like,
life is a
the
lie.
illusion of
Is that why Asians are so smart?
with stereoscopy, like with the 3DS,
Yeah.
the way that works is it's got two filters. One is like things are slightly bent one way and things are slightly bent the other way. So if you look at it the right way, things look 3D.
Okay.
But that's just like at a normal distance away, and your eyes are in the right spot and everything. But if your eyes were separated even more, you would have more space to see more depth. It's kind of hard to explain. But if you put these on, it's as if your eyes were separated more than they are.
Like, are we talking?
So
like,
if you were Uma Thurman, then your
Yeah.
eyes are like all the way out
yeah,
here.
they're
So
at your eye ears.
are we talking about like if they were just like right here,
Yeah.
or if they were like here?
No, like an inch away from where they are currently.
On out, not in.
Yeah, out.
Okay.
The closer your eyes are together,
Because I'm wondering,
the more
The
flat
faker
they-
the world
if
is.
it's like believable or Mr. Potato Head.
No, well,
Uma Thurman.
they're just glasses that you would wear,
Yeah.
and it's hard to describe. I wore them once,
Mhm.
and it's like everything looks more 3D, and then when you take them off, everything looks really flat.
Is it kind of like playing a video game on a badass TV and then going back to your tube?
Yeah, yeah. It's like everything feels more real. I don't know how to say it.
I honest to God feel like at some point there was acid involved in what you're talking about.
We
It
should look it
sounds
up.
like it.
ecstasy.
Speaking of acid, very shortly I will be buying.
Acid?
I will be buying Alpha Brain.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because I've decided that I do want to try that.
I think we should all try it. Just to see what
Okay.
happens.
Wait, we're talking about drugs on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we save this for later?
No, it's legal.
Really?
It's a brain stimulant.
They also have a hemp
So
shake.
is it like make you smart or does it make you fucked
It
up?
makes you more focused.
yeah.
It gives you lucid
So it's like
dreams.
so is it like limitless?
Not quite.
Damn.
Close, but not quite.
Is it like Lucy?
No, that's dumb.
He loves that.
That movie is stupid. It's not even out yet. It's stupid.
I want to see that movie. Let's Be Cops.
I just
Yeah,
want
that
to
also
see the
looks
Scarlett Johansson. I mean,
Great though.
action's nice, but
What I
Scarlett
want
Johansson.
to do
Well,
for
if you like that,
podcast-
you gotta watch Don John.
Banjan.
Don Juan.
That movie's great.
Here's the thing, you guys. You gotta go and watch Dan Jan.
Don't you know?
It's the greatest movie to come out of that guy ever because that's the first movie he's ever directed.
Don't forget to bring you a bucket of cheese into the theater, cause Wisconsin.
Why is a bucket of cheese funny? Go and get yourself a bucket of cheese.
He.
Eh.
Thank you.
Hey there, Bible. You see the latest episode of Doctor Who's? Oh yeah, I love Hugh Laurie. But no, what I want to do for a podcast sometime, maybe episode.
Can we?
100.
I'm sorry. I just want to. I think we might have talked about it.
Dr. Who's?
Dr. Who's.
Yeah.
I love you, Lori. No, I said Dr. Who's. Yeah, the one it's not lupus.
Yeah, he's not lupus.
It's never lupus.
Except that one time.
With the magician.
We say that every time we bring up Dr. Who's.
I know. Because I want to make it clear that it's never lupus except that one time with the magician.
Yeah.
Because the magician magically gave himself lupus.
Because he's magic.
Yes.
But
anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to get Death Wish coffee. Have you guys heard about that?
No.
It is the most caffeinated coffee you can possibly get.
I feel like...
And if we were to all drink it and have a podcast, that would be awesome.
You know how sometimes I'll just like randomly just slam my head down on a table? Apparently you don't know this.
Now when you say like most caffeinated coffee, you talking like
It's the highest concentration.
lethal limits?
No. But you can
Just under that.
You cannot drink
'Cause-
more than a shot's worth.
Because I once drank like 2 Nosses and a Rockstar. And was afraid to go to sleep.
Because your heart was growing.
That was some weird shit. I was like, man, I'm so gonna fucking die.
Man, the Grinch
Can't
was
jack off,
terrifying.
can't sleep. You don't know what to do with yourself. You're afraid of
You're just sitting
everything.
there going like,
Things are growing. My fingernails, my hair, they're growing.
I can feel everything!
Drugs, kids, don't do them. Hey, hold on.
Kills me. I have to pay.
You have to quit.
I have to kill you.
Is that your pee-pee alarm?
I will have to say this much: if marijuana ever becomes legal in the state of Pennsylvania, I'm definitely trying it.
I swear it's gonna be the last one. It's gonna be the last state to
Probably.
do that.
We had a weekly meeting, and one of the guys at our meeting was like, so if bud becomes legal, can we smoke it across the street at the new building? My supervisor just stops, thinks really, really hard about it, and says, I don't know, let me ask my boss. It's not that hard. Would you allow someone to drink while working? Probably not.
No.
Would you let them smoke weed while working?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Well, the secret to being high all the time is don't let them see you sober.
Yeah.
That's just how it is all the time.
I think that's why I'm as dumb as I am now. Is because not so much that I acted like I was stoned when I was sober, just because when I got stoned, I just acted normal. Okay, that sounds about right.
See, that's
And,
what
and
I'm
now it's
afraid-
just fucking stuck.
That's what I'm afraid of. Like most people get like real fucked up. I'm afraid like I'm gonna take a hit and just go, what?
Yeah.
What does that do?
You're afraid you're gonna be like the one in like 1
Completely
jillion.
immune to marijuana.
That's immune to marijuana.
Well, it's like when we did the podcast games.
Yeah.
Everybody was like token up there, and you know you had a freaking
Contact.
high.
Yeah, that one guy, the brown guy, I don't remember, he had like thick glasses and he was on his laptop.
The brown guy.
Yeah. I don't know what nationality he was. He was just really tan.
And you call me a racist?
I don't remember there being.
You did want to
brown
black it up a notch.
I don't remember there being a brown guy.
Maybe I just got.
Maybe you were
got
so contact stoned that you just imagined a brown guy always on his laptop.
Whatever. There was this. Well, either way, it would make a good story. There was a guy on his laptop, and they started smoking pot, and then he was just on his bed for the entire length that we were there. He was just on his laptop, laying down, just going. Just like the most blank look on his face. I'm pretty sure he was just staring at a blank screen.
I don't remember that because
Neither do I.
I remember Shannon and Chris and myself being on the bed, and Chris was playing with us, or Shannon was playing with us, and Chris was playing the guitar.
And then somebody had a melodica.
I'm just afraid if
I
I try
remember
to
the best
eat
part
shit
about
I'm
that
not
though was
supposed to.
the blind Mortal Kombat.
That was great.
And Riley
I won.
furiously masturbating.
Yeah.
And then
rolls.
Well, me and Roll was playing DDR at the same time.
I had to go fuel up for ramen.
I just hold on. I need to fuel up for DDR with ramen. Guys, I had time out. I need to take a ramen break. All right, man, dude, I'm wiped out. I need more ramen. But yeah, and then on the way back, you furiously masturbated in the back of his mom's van,
and everyone was a fan of it.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I didn't.
He did. He totally did.
I just said I did.
He fucking did. Don't believe this dick.
And Riley took it way too far.
He whipped out his dick and dicked around the back of Riley's mom's van
Dicked
like
off.
a dick. Yeah.
You know how pot's supposed to make you paranoid?
Yeah.
If Fred were to toke up like a lot and get super paranoid, we just give him a rose and he'd be like,
I'd probably eat it.
Order him a pizza and mushrooms.
I mean, I get in certain moods. I eat like I'm stoned and I'm not. I'm afraid I'm gonna like eat the table.
That's what I said. I'm afraid if I did it, I'd eat shit I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. You have a chunk taken out of that teeth.
Trust me, as a current lifelong fat guy and a former stoner, you won't eat anything out of the ordinary. You'll just eat like 4 times as much as you would normally do of regular food. I have stories that I don't really want to tell on the show
Because he can't really remember.
No, I remember vividly. I just don't want to tell on the
there's
show.
a giant pink bunny at the bottom of my stairs.
Yeah. And then it turned into bees, and I was scared because
that fucking chicken.
I was fucking scared and confused. Not because I'm allergic to bees or rabbits or anything, but just where the fuck do these stairs come from, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, speaking of that joke, I was working with Mikey and Dylan earlier this week before
You were co-workers.
going back with Ralphie, and then Ralphie and I working with them. But it was on Monday. They asked me how my weekend was. So it was pretty good. I went out to a couple comedy shows. And Mikey's like, oh, you went out to comedy shows. Where at? And I told him where. He said, do you do comedy? I said, as a hobby, I don't have a whole lot of time to write sets every week, but I've done it once. He goes, tell us a joke then. I'm like, well, I think my opener's pretty good. He's like, shut the fuck up with the suspense and just tell us a joke already. So I told him the LSD joke. And they fucking laughed. They thought it was hilarious. I guess ironically enough, I don't know. I think I'm using ironically
Yes.
out of context.
You keep using that word.
Um,
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Inconceivable.
the entirety of my time in Ephrata, which was about 2.5 months,
That sucks.
Dylan was in rehab.
Oh.
So he thought it was even funnier.
So he's like, I've experienced exactly that.
Yes. Later in the day, he actually came over to me as I was working. Like, I was working by myself, and he went into his truck to get something. He came over, like, went out of his way. He came over, he's like, hey. So, I totally think your joke is, like, super fucking funny. But I just want to tell you, like, a legitimate, like, LSD story that's vaguely similar to your joke. I'm like, alright, shoot. He goes, so, I took a hit of acid, and I was at home, and I was afraid to walk up the stairs because I didn't know what was at the top of the stairs. Like, I just wasn't sure.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know if there was like I was gonna walk up the stairs and open the door and there'd be like a fucking dragon there or something. What the fuck was going on? It turned out to be my kitchen.
There was a kitchen at the top of my stairs.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're pretty spot on with your joke, man. Good for you.
Good on you.
Bull, bull,
I
bull.
told everyone at my work that we're trying to fill the Comedy Zone next weekend, and they're like, yeah, we'll all go.
Oh,
So, if you ever see a giant gaggle of 40-something women complaining about their menopause and their kids,
Scheme.
you will know.
Scheme.
Scheme.
Because gaggle means they're flying.
Oh, please animate that.
They are birds, so they're old birds.
A bunch of flying 40-year-old women complaining about their kids.
They seriously do. there's this pair of women at my job, and all they ever do is complain.
About being geese?
Well, that's the first problem. Let
I
me tell
hate
you.
being a goose. Let me tell you.
Goose.
Goose.
Dr. Goose? You seen the latest episode of Dr. Goose?
I hate being a goose. But I told Dylan and Mikey about filling the stage. So
Yep. We're gonna do it.
yeah.
I'm telling everyone I can think of. So
Hey!
a lot of my family will be there also.
Hey, all you people out there in internet land.
Hey, all you people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, all
And
you
this
people.
guy's sitting right here.
Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you
Are you gonna
people.
finish that thing, or are you just gonna keep saying that
Finish
one
what thing?
from SpongeBob?
Hey, all you people. That's it.
You sniffing your asshole?
Well, he is kind of stupid.
If you live in the central Pennsylvania area, more
Close enough, too.
more accessible to New Cumberland, come out August 2nd at 10 o'clock to the Dock Holidays in
Holidays.
New Cumberland, Pennsylvania for the Blowout Show Spectacular.
Yeah.
Hosted by our very own Keith Paradise.
Woo! He's been on the show before.
Oh, that's
Yes.
actually perfect.
Cool. Show up. Finish praying and then.
No. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be going, hopefully going to a car show in Philly and take the turnpike back. I don't know, it'll be around there, so that'll actually work out.
I think I almost killed Riley once by doing that.
Taking the turnpike?
No, I did the air cross thing while we were driving.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story.
And he flipped the shit out.
Did what?
I did that. And he thought for a moment that I had somehow converted overnight to a new religion, and he's calling up everybody he can. Kyle converted to Cthulhuism. He literally said that. He's freaking out in the car, waving his arms. I thought we were gonna crash and die.
To Cthulhuism. Whatever you said. It's just like a bunch of lines coming from your face. Turn over here.
It's almost like Wes Williams' joke about angel possession.
Yeah.
You wake up and you just start throwing up jelly beans. It's like you wake up and you just start throwing up tentacles and they just start attaching to your chin.
Well, that's disgusting.
It is.
Speaking of beards,
Yes.
Epic Mealtime now has a TV show.
On
Yeah, I heard about it.
What could that possibly entail?
I saw. God damn! Why
called Epic
am
Meal
I
Empire.
yawning
Yeah.
so much? I saw I didn't watch it, but I saw the thumbnail for the trailer for the show on YouTube,
Yes.
and Harley his hair has gotten way out of hand. Yeah, his beard is the size of his head, and his hair is twice the size of his head. He's just hair. I'm pretty sure if you shaved him, he wouldn't have a head. He's just hair now.
He's cousin It incarnate.
Yeah.
Me and Fred
Fucking
and
gossamer.
me and Fred and our friend Lance discovered Epic Mealtime.
Apparently he fell off the planet.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. 6 months into when they started.
Yeah.
And we the thing that
It
sold us.
was right when they did the episode where they featured Joel Zimmerman.
Dead Mouse.
Yeah, Dead Mouse.
I'm a dead mouse. And where are you, hater? You're in the bathtub with your daddy looking at us.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one that sold us was the Chinese food episode, where they just made a giant
Egg roll?
roll.
Stuffed with all different. Yeah, that was beautiful.
I think the only one I really wanted to try was the Four Loko chili.
Tastes like crazy alcohol rainbow pig. That was great. Tastes like crazy alcohol rainbow pig.
I like the one with the
Tastes like alcohol pig. Tastes like crazy alcohol rainbow pig.
with FPS Russia.
Tastes like crazy alcohol rainbow pig.
I forget what the big catchphrase was in that episode.
Bacon strips?
No.
Oh.
Fucking,
What,
I
dude?
forget.
Something about tenderizing meat with the
Oh, yeah.
gun.
What are we doing?
Muscle glasses.
Tenderizing meat, bitch.
Muscle glasses. Now with more gun. And he just slips it out of his back pocket or something. He's got just a giant gun. That was great.
Muscle Glass has an attachment
That's
penis.
penis.
Doubles as a combat knife.
Are they? I haven't seen them in a long time. Are they still any good? Like,
Apparently, the fat Vin Diesel and Muscles Glasses had a falling out with Harley about something.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've heard that it's a falling out. I've also heard that once they moved to LA, Muscles Glasses couldn't come with him because he became a personal trainer.
Is that when Muscles Glasses left the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I remember that.
Yeah. There was that one episode where he's just like Harley's just standing in the kitchen and there's like a blinks and he's there and then he's gone. He's like, oh, thought I saw someone.
Yeah. I don't really like handle it. It's weird.
Well, where they actually teach you how to make stuff?
Yeah, because I'm so used to them just like fucking throw this shit at the wall.
Well, some of them were interesting because, like, you actually want to try it and you're like, hey, I can actually know how to do this now.
Yeah.
The big sloppy bin Ruffles burger.
Yeah.
Where they're injecting it with sauce.
That was like the most enormous burger they ever made. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
I want to real quick talk about one last thing before we wrap up.
Alright.
I forget. I was getting into my DVR this morning and
You were getting into your DDR, so you were ready to start dancing.
DVR. Sorry if I stumbled upon that. Or whatever. I was getting into my DVR this morning, and my brother last night had been watching Disney Channel, so Disney Channel was still on the TV as I was
Disney Channel.
doing stuff. And I don't know what show it was.
It had fallen off the cliff.
But the teenage son was gonna rent like a scary movie,
Okay.
and his very small child little sister is like, "Yeah, I can't wait to watch this movie with you." And the mom comes in, the parents come in and say, "No, sweetie, you can't watch this. It'll scar you for life." And like, well, why does he get scarred for life? I want to be scarred for life too. The dad says, "You have plenty of time to get scarred in your lifetime." And I go, "Oh, that is some father-daughter
Rape joke.
yeah." And I'm like, "Thanks, Disney Channel. You are just so super terrific."
You tried very hard. You tried way too hard to slip in the adult jokes.
Yeah. That was just terrible. It made me laugh, but it was really terrible.
He's got a snaggletooth. My dog, if I haven't mentioned it on the show before, got hit by a truck, and it
Not my truck.
Harsh sniff program.
it knocked some of his jaw off of his face. So I had to reconstruct it. So now, if he mouths the wrong way, his tooth just sticks
On a
out his
bit of
face.
an unrelated note, if anybody still watches it, this September Fox is doing the Simpsons and Family Guy crossover.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
What could that possibly entail?
Apparently there's a cameo of Bob's
Yellow and
Burger
pink.
as well.
Like they haven't already done shit like that.
John H. Benderman.
I just want to see, like, Silent Bob in it. Just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
After he steps on a couple of rakes and tries to kill Bart and stuff.
That would be Sideshow Bob, not
Yeah.
Silent Bob.
Yeah, that one.
All right.
Phrasing. Phrasing.
Okay.
Join us next week when we have more adventures talking about things that you don't care about.
Yeah. I was thinking of something. I was gonna do a callback to like first episode as well. I was like, "Thanks for wasting another hour listening to us."
Yeah.
Because I went back through a couple old episodes and a couple new episodes. I'm like, shit, we've gotten a lot better.
You think for episode
And we sound a lot better.
You think for episode 100 we should have the original people from episode 1?
Fuck if I remember who all was on that.
It was
Oh wait, we have. I'd say who else.
you, me, Dan, Fred,
Riley.
Riley,
I think
Steve, and Baby Steve.
Yeah, the low ones were.
Yeah.
Two of them, not the littlest one.
Not the
Not
babyest.
not
Steve.
baby Steve.
Well, when is the 100th episode? Because they may be gone.
It's within
They may be
a few
dead.
weeks. Why? What are they doing?
College.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Are you going to college?
You too, homie Jizzle.
Yeah, but I live closer. They go to New York.
Yeah.
I am 2 counties over.
Pre-record it.
It's easy.
But I thought you said something about
Yeah, we could do that.
That's her off.
I
That's the
might,
easiest
but
shit.
I think I'm too far into signing up for anything.
When everybody's schedule matches up, pre-record it, and then don't
We'll
release
talk about it later.
Off the dome!
Yeah.
We'll figure out 100th episode when we get there. Right
Yeah.
now, we got 9 more to do.
Yeah.
Holy, yeah.
Holy Lord!
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, girl.
Penis.
Bye, girl.
That's
Hello?
your cue.
Good night, everybody.
Wait.